Hello, beloved, and welcome to your reading. So, in this timeless reading, we're going to be asking the divine to give you the messages that you need to receive at this moment in time. Now, I'll always remind you that these readings are generalized, so take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, because that will resonate with someone else who's watching this reading. I also need to remind you that it is important to have a look at your sun sign, your moon sign, and also your ascendant sign, because by doing that, you get a complete picture of the energies that you are working with, okay? We're going to be using our tarot cards and also our oracle cards to deliver the messages that are here for you. And the oracle cards I'm going to be using is the synchronicities, signs, and magic oracle cards, okay? We have one that is falling out, I'll take that. And these oracle cards, they are in the description box below for those of you who are going to be asking for them, all right? So there is all the information that you need, including the information that you might be looking for if you don't know where your planetary placement is. I have linked a website that you can go to and you can input your birth details. And once you've input your birth details, the website will calculate for you all your planetary positions, and then you can go and look at what signs and where they are and even what houses they're in, because all that information colors in the importance of the reading that you're receiving. So if you don't know where your rising sign is, where your moon sign is, where your Venus sign is, the website is in the link in the description box below. All right. So there's a message that I'm hearing for you that you really need to hear in this moment in time. And for what I'm hearing and feeling is that energy where the divine is almost asking you to come home, to have that loving hug, to come home to have that pep talk, that motivation for you to keep going. Because there's a feeling of a nightmare situation that some of you are currently facing. Because you're receiving our card of insomnia, our card of nightmares, our card where you just feel like your mind is spinning out of control. There is fear that is here. And the Nine of Swords is that energy where you just feel that you're not receiving any peace. Nothing is giving you that peace. And this is why I was feeling like the divine was saying to you, come home. Come and talk about this. Come and cry if you have to, because crying is good. Because crying cleanses your soul. And when you've cleansed your soul almost has that sense of releasing a lot of emotions, a lot of burdens. Your soul feels like it is drowning when it comes to these energies that I'm feeling right now of the Nine of Swords. And the divine is saying that what I want to tell you is that this cycle is actually ending. There is an ending to this cycle that is here. There is an end to a karmic cycle that you have been experiencing for a long time. So I really like this, especially the feeling that I was feeling of just feeling like so much. There is just so much that has been going on for quite some time. I feel that for some of you, it just felt like you were trying and trying and trying and trying, and nothing was changing. The pain will ease sometime, and then you're back in this loop, back in this karmic cycle. So the divine is saying that these repeating patterns that are here, there's an opportunity that is going to be presenting itself for you to end this karmic cycle that is here. Because I feel that for some of you, you are in this energy right now of the Four of Cups. And there's that feeling of just rejecting anything that is coming in, that is coming to ease your pain. Because some of you, the offers that you are being given, you are knowing that these are toxic, these are karmic. Remember, we're talking about ending a karmic cycle. Let's put this into context so that this reading can make more sense. So what I'm hearing is that for some of you, for instance, I'm just giving an example so that you understand. And then I want you to use your own wisdom and discernment to put this message into context. Okay. So for some of you, you've just been going through a nightmare situation that could be to do with maybe your love life, because we're dealing with the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups operate on your heart, on your emotions. So there's just been a nightmare situation, a karmic situation that has been repeating itself time and time again. You make up, you break up, you make up, you break up. You're just experiencing the same old, same old. And the divine is saying, how many times are you going to keep on running back to the same situations that have broken you, that have hurt you, that have put you in the energies of the Nine of Swords? How many times? So the divine is encouraging you to take responsibility and to look at this situation for what it is. Because I feel that for some of you, there's going to be an invitation for you to go back into this karmic cycle. And so you really have to look at yourself and stop yourself from keep on running back to the same people, to the same situations that have hurt you, that have broken you, that have caused you to feel the Nine of Swords. So there's going to be an offer that is coming in as a way maybe of an apology. I'm so sorry I did this to you. And someone is coming in trying to explain themselves. But you are stopping and thinking about this. Hang on a minute. Haven't you made the same mistakes time and time and time again? And guess who keeps getting hurt? It's me. And so this time, I'm just going to pass. I am not going to get involved with you. This could be family inviting you. We need to talk about what has happened. We're family. We can work this out. Blood is thicker than water. Is it? So there is an offer that is coming in as a way of an apology. This could be maybe your work, your boss coming in and apologizing for how poor the company has treated you. They have treated you. And you just in that energy of, I'm good because I have already been looking for other jobs, for other positions. I have already been educating myself so that I can go and start working online remotely, free from having to have a boss. So there is just an energy that is here where you are being given a chance to end a toxic cycle. And the divine is saying that it is up to you to end this toxic cycle. It is up to you to look at this situation and to really think about it, okay? You are receiving an energy of the Five of Cups. All right. We spoke about the opportunity of ending a toxic karmic cycle. Some of you, the divine is saying that you are going to be accepting this cup, okay, from the Four of Cups. You are going to be accepting this cup that is here. Even though it didn't feel right, even though you knew deep down, your subconscious mind was saying no. Your intuition was ringing the alarm bells. But for some of you, you're accepting this cup anyway and saying that, let's try one more chance. No, this is a karmic cycle that you must end. And the divine is saying, if we fast forward, maybe a week, a month, a couple of years forward, we are seeing you back in the same situation, crying again. Because the same situation has hurt you again. So the divine is saying that it is always up to you, because this is your human experience. This is your journey. You're learning, you're growing. It is up to you whether you choose to keep on making the same mistakes and accepting breadcrumbs, accepting toxic situations and people back into your life, because these people are really good at crying the crocodile tears, at making the elaborate gestures that are going to ensnare you back into this karmic cycle. So it is your human experience. And when you're finally sick and tired of feeling like this, when you're finally sick and tired of being heartbroken, then you end that karmic cycle once and for all. But it is up to you how long this karmic cycle, this situation is going to keep on repeating itself over and over again. It's the same lesson given in different people. So for some of you, for instance, sometimes relationships are easy to give analogies on. And this is why I always tell you to like grasp the wisdom that is here and understand what I'm trying to give you, because I can only give so many examples. Okay, so for instance, some of you break up with someone who's always apologizing to you and always repeating the same mistakes. But because you're not taking the time to heal, you're not taking the time to assess this situation and your own behaviors, your own contribution that sees you feeling hurt, disrespected, broken time and time again. The divine is saying that you're going to have to look at these situations and behaviors and your life choices that are seeing you keep on repeating the same mistakes with different people. So you break up with a relationship that is toxic because you are not taking the time to sit with yourself, to analyze your own behaviors, to analyze how you make decisions and choices, taking the time to heal. And because you're not doing that, you fall in love with someone else who is exactly the same as the last person you just broken up with. Have you ever noticed that there are people out there who keep on dating the same type of people, but in different bodies? Yes, because there are karmic cycles, karmic situations that are here to teach them important lessons. And until they learn those important lessons, they'll keep on finding and attracting the people who keep hurting them. And equally, the divine is saying there's a situation that is very similar that is currently going on in your life, okay? And the divine is saying that there is an opportunity for you to end that toxic cycle. There's an opportunity for you to end that karmic cycle, but it is your choice. The divine, your gods, your ancestors, your orishas cannot learn this lesson on your behalf. You have to learn. And you have to break this cycle. So the divine is saying that once you are in this situation where you are saying no to any offers, any explanations, any apologies, any manipulation that is coming in to entice you, to ensnare you back into this karmic cycle, you're going to start looking for the signs. You're going to start looking for the red flags. You're going to step into that energy of really assessing everything. When you fall in love, when you go into new relationships, when you go into new jobs, when you go into new situations, you are not stupid anymore because you are sick and tired of being hurt, of being betrayed. So now you are looking for the red flags, you're listening for the alarm bells, and you are making the necessary decisions that you need to make. Because finally, you have graduated. Finally, you're ready for a new beginning to start. So the divine is saying, look for the signs, look for the red flags, and do not ignore them. As soon as that red flag is flying, you are out of here. Because you're like, listen, I am not allowing myself to waste time on people, on situations, because I now know how these situations end. Okay, so this is the reading that I have for you. The divine really wanted you to warn you and open your eyes to the opportunity of ending some karmic cycles so that you can start a beautiful new life, a beautiful new beginning. Okay, so this is the reading that I have for you. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see you soon. It's a goodbye from me.